The construction industry is under growing pressure to reduce its carbon footprint as part of its contribution to the fight against global warming. One solution pitched by the forestry industry and some investors is to build apartment blocks and office towers with a special type of wood known as mass timber. Mass timber, which is made from wood planks glued together to create beams and pillars strong enough to build skyscrapers, has the potential to substitute a lot of the carbon-intensive steel and concrete that goes into high-rise buildings today. What's more, the carbon stored in that wood remains sequestered for the life of the building. Marc Crandall, who co-founded commodities trading giant Trafigura and ran Glencore's energy trading department, is such a believer in mass timber that he and Uruguayan construction executive Matias Abergo led a group of investors who acquired a lumber mill in northern Uruguay to supply a mass timber factory they plan to open in 2022. The new company, Arboreal, will supply lumber and mass timber to local builders and export markets. It was Abergo who sold Crandall on the idea of investing in mass timber shortly after they met through a mutual friend in the Uruguayan resort town of Punta del Este in 2019. The project dovetailed with Crandall's sustainable energy strategy at Postscriptum Ventures, the private equity firm he started in 2006 after leaving the commodities trading business. Abergo's pivot to mass timber began about 5 years ago when he was searching for new materials and construction techniques to build homes cheaper and faster than with traditional bricks and mortar. A TED Talk by Canadian architect Michael Green about fighting climate change by building with wood helped convince Abergo to stake the future of his construction company and his own money on mass timber. Uruguay has no shortage of wood after investors planted eucalyptus and pine on almost 2.5 million acres of largely marginal land in recent decades to feed local pulp mills and export markets hungry for logs and lumber. The mass timber factory Crandall, Abergo, and their partners plan to build will add value to wood that is now shipped in the form of raw logs to China and India to be turned into furniture and pallets. Abergo sees the factory as key to taking wood construction mainstream in the South American country of 3.5 million people. He thinks buildings made from locally produced mass timber will be 25% cheaper than conventional materials and 3 times faster to build. Mass timber has been around for decades, but only in recent years has it started to gain traction in developed countries. Norway boasts the world's tallest wood building at 18 stories, soon to be displaced by a 25-story mass timber tower in Milwaukee next year. Critics say the environmental benefits of mass timber are overstated due to the carbon released from the decay of branches and treetops left in the forest after the wood is cut, or through the burning of forestry waste like sawdust. The need to replace wood structures more frequently than concrete buildings due to age or natural disasters swells that carbon footprint. In Uruguay, however, many people still view wood as a substandard material used in rustic beach cabins and shantytown dwellings.
El paradigma del consumidor uruguayo es muy importante sobre el tema de la madera. O sea, nosotros pensamos que la madera es un elemento barato, que tiene poca calidad, que se prende fuego, que se lo comen los bichos o que se degrada fácilmente en el tiempo. Y son paradigmas erróneos.
Mass timber is slowly winning over skeptics in Uruguay thanks to a pair of hotels built by Abergo's construction company and an art museum that architect Carlos Ott designed for local sculptor Pablo Achugari. Abergo wants to build more eye-catching projects to spur greater acceptance of wood in Uruguay, including South America's tallest wood building as the ultimate proof of concept.
Tenemos la intención de hacer el edificio más alto en Sudamérica para posicionarnos regionalmente, número uno, y para totalmente sacar la barrera del paradigma de consumo del consumidor uruguayo, ¿no? Que, bueno, si tenemos un edificio de, supongamos, 15, 16 pisos, nadie va a poner en cuestionamiento un edificio de 4 pisos, ¿no?
Thanks for watching Bloomberg Quicktake Now. Subscribe to our channel to see the biggest stories the moment they happen from around the world. And tune into our 24/7 live stream for global news coverage, interviews, deep dives, shows, and documentaries on the stories you care about most.